All right, welcome back, everyone, to Harvest Valley. We've got a shorter second half since the first half ran heck along. We were really intense though. That scene. Those
So
scenes couldn't have
intense.
been broken up. It's very important. So I think it's definitely time to focus on Dr. Donna. That was a lot of Ned and Ashlyn time, so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so Dr. Donna, what do you want to do? You get back to town, okay?
Yeah. Where is everyone at right now? Have they come back? Or
You mean player characters?
Yeah.
Do you want to wait for them to come back?
yeah, probably. Because all of my beliefs involve them.
Okay. You do any preparation or
I could work on that letter.
you want to do anything with the letter?
I'm going
You want to do a flashback where you had Ashlyn helping you with the ladder before you all got drunk? Ashlyn
That
and
does sound
Ned.
like fun.
So we go back in time. Woo! We're on Ned's distillery. And Dr. Donna, do you show them your letter? How much alcohol does it take for you to show them your letter?
Oh, jeez.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
My cat just fell off of my desk onto my lap. Which
Did it land on his feet?
She was only half on my lap and like digging a claw into me.
Oh,
So I had to
ouch.
take a moment to support her butt so that she could properly jump off of me instead of sliding off claws first.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure how she did it. She sat in such a way that she sat on my burning wheel book, but also knocked it off the table at the same time.
Mhm.
So,
My only
I think
guess
Luke
is
Crane
that
was
it's hanging off a
responsible
little bit,
somehow.
but like, yeah, even then.
it was complicated.
Yeah, for sure. So, what were you asking before?
How
there were
much
cat
alcohol does
shenanigans?
it take for Dr. Donna to show her friends the letter?
I think I want to say 5 drinks.
5 shots, you mean?
Yeah.
How drunk is that? Like, Donna doesn't drink very much, so that's like a lot of alcohol, am I right?
Yep.
Is she speaking clearly as she shows us this letter, or has the slurring already begun?
Yeah, the slurring's already began. Hold on a second. Wait, you say-
Okay. But it's not so bad that you can't translate your scribbles.
Mhm.
Oh my goodness. Your handwriting is atrocious.
Thank you very much.
I could help you out with this if you like. If you have some paper, I've got I'm pretty good at writing stuff.
That's right. You were an accountant, aren't you, Ashlyn?
I used to be. I still
Yeah, that's
have a
what I
few
said.
of the skills.
As you can see, my handwriting is remarkably terrible, and I would love some help with at least the penmanship of this letter.
Okay. I'll be happy to help. You know, you've been helping me so much. You're a really good friend, Donna.
Thank you very much, Ashlyn.
I'm just willing to help my friends.
Mm. And she like nods like very deeply and approvingly, and she says, "I also want some help with the content of this letter. Here's what I have right now. I have my introductory paragraph, and you hear like paper fluttering sounds as she puts it in front of you, and like there's scribbles everywhere, and she outlines scribbles and gestures as she's like, this is my introductory paragraph. Dear Autumn, life in Harvest Valley is blah da 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 da. It goes on and on and on. And then she points to the second paragraph, which is the only other paragraph she has right now. And she says, this is me talking about the Acorn Cap Festival, where I failed spectacularly, and in matters of game playing and in love and romance.
Oh wow, this is such a tragic story.
Do you think that's right for this sort of a letter? Or do we have somewhere to go from here where this can help? Or
Well, I don't know. What are you trying to accomplish with your letter?
I'm just trying to tell Autumn what all's been happening, and I guess I want to make it interesting, but I'm not entirely sure what I want to do or what's right to do.
Well, what would you tell her if she was here?
She kind of does like this thing, and she's like,
Does she do it for like kind of an awkwardly long time, but she doesn't even realize it?
yeah, exactly.
If you need to try to be interesting, probably not interesting. So you should just not try. That's what I do.
I don't know, Ned. You're pretty interesting.
See?
I'm not sure what point I was making.
I'm not sure either. That's why I interrupted.
You know, you don't usually talk a whole lot, Ned. It's kind of nice. There's like a pat on his shoulder, probably.
Word.
Well, what happened after the festival? Or before? When was the last time that you wrote to your sister?
If you're talking about other letters that I've written, this is the only one. I've been working on this for maybe a few months.
Oh my goodness. There's a lot of things that's happened that time. Does she even know what happened to Esteban?
Hold on one second. There might be a squirmy boy that needs to be picked up to not bark. I'll be right back in a second.
+1 squirmy boy. I like squirmy boys. Little tiny dogs. The dog's not that small, but still small. Dog. Dog, 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 dog. Look at his wide eyes. Okay.
That dog looks terrified.
I unmuted you. Since you were plus dog.
Amazing. So I'm thinking, yeah, this is like good advice that she could go backwards a bit and fill this out with now a third paragraph that's like, oh yeah, also Esteban turned into the fairy king of summer, and it was foretold by his name and the fact that he had the king's shoes and all this exposition nonsense. And then she's just going to go back into, also we defeated Grand Pappy Rollins. This is like in the future, which he completes the letter. Blah 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 blah. So maybe I think Donna would like give you authorship over that third paragraph to like
Okay.
recount.
Yeah, because
the
I
entire story
don't
with
think that
Esteban,
Donna
yeah.
was there like at the event.
Yeah.
So that makes total sense. Which I think would mean that I'd need to make a write test.
Yeah.
All right.
I know how to write.
Whereas Donna does not.
Can I fork in paperwork wise?
Sure.
Can I also fork in adventure wise, because I'm telling the tale of an adventure?
Sure.
Cool.
Hmm.
And then also read.
Yes.
Okay. I think that's it. I don't think
Hold on,
ledger wise is
though.
going to apply.
I read the composition skill. Composition is the discipline of formally arranging one's ideas in written form. Using this skill, a character may compose lengthy books or pen erudite letters. Versus write.
I don't think I'm trying to write a novel or have a persuasive
Yeah.
No,
All
you're
right.
literally writing a letter.
I think it's okay if this letter is kind of rambly and doesn't have a specific direction.
I think if you're writing a letter to a friend, it's a write test. I think if you're
I agree.
like it feels to me like you use composition for like when you're sitting down and you're like, yes, I'm going to be a writer now.
I also feel like it would be the kind of thing that probably
like you use
Vero
composition
should be using
when you're writing like letters to the editor.
What I think is that most of us in our everyday lives make a lot of write checks with composition forked in. Very rarely do we sit down or like, and then every now and then, you sit down for like your work and do a composition test with write forked in.
Unless you're an aspiring RPG game designer.
Yeah, no, I mean.
Well, see, then you're doing composition.
I said most of us.
if you're writing like a pithy tweet or doing RPG composition, then you're gonna be using composition. But
so like, okay, let me give you a better.
You're just like talking
I agree,
on Discord.
you guys. I agree. We're using
right.
write.
Down to answer all your bullshit emails for the day. That's a write test fork composition in.
Yeah.
I think we're all on the same page. Okay, so
I just wanted to check because I saw this thing called composition, and I wasn't sure. Like, are you writing a story, or are you just telling her what happened? And it sounds like you're just telling her what happened. Okay, so that's right.
Okay, what's my obstacle here?
Obs 3?
3. Okay, wow. All right, and I still failed. Oh, both of those are 6s though. I'm totally re-rolling this. Because, I care, but not enough. Apparently.
Well, I don't know what the failure was.
I mean, it's probably incomprehensible maybe it instills some kind of panic in...
The failure is she can tell that the handwriting is not her sister's. So she's going to assume that Ashlyn and Donna are in a relationship.
Perfect.
That's perfect.
I accept and embrace this consequence.
All right.
Fantastic. And then we like fast forward as we continue drinking as I'm like writing, and but as I'm writing, like my handwriting is getting messier and messier the more of these shots that I'm drinking.
Perfect.
Until finally, like, we have the idea to go, like, we get to the part where we talked about how we came back from the train and had to immediately go and smash the clock so we could stop the people from going to the dunes, and then we're like, oh shit, the dunes, we need to go out there, and then that's how it kind of leads into that, and now we can come back to the present.
Yeah.
Did Donna have enough to drink for her belief?
Yeah, I think so. I think we have realized where drinking gets her. And it was about where she expected to blood.
Do you want to do anything else with that scene, Ned?
Yeah, what were you doing when we were drinking? When we were drinking?
Drinking. Ned takes drinking very seriously. Actually, I do want to do something.
Okay.
I think we can just like switch out the wine tasting skill for use with whiskey. Probably,
sure.
Right?
I think so.
I'm trying to like taste my whiskey and figure out like where I went wrong, because this batch didn't turn out magic. Like it's fine whiskey, but it's not magic whiskey.
Oh yeah. All right. Yeah.
That was like the failure, because and I haven't figured out yet that the barrels absorbed the whiskey. Basically, the barrels absorb the magic. Ned has no idea, and he's just like has like no idea why. So he's like racking his brain, like drinking this whiskey, trying to figure out what he did wrong.
Yeah.
He's gonna see if he can taste it.
Go for it.
All right. Add skill, wine tasting, perception.
Ned, you need a macro for adding new skills.
I have all skills being learned.
Can you show how many skills he's running on the stream, Kelsey?
Yes, I
can.
Let
me see here. Hold on. Let me give you guys the count. I actually think it's going to be the same because I added one today, but I lost persuasion because I learned it. So it's 3 by 1.
I cannot show them all on the screen at the same time. There's too many.
Sure.
26 right now.
26 skills.
It's a lot.
Yep. Cool. Wine taste-a-rooney. Do I have an advantage because I made this whiskey?
Sure.
I did every part of this. I grew the grain. I made the barrels. I built the damn still. And I did every single part of it.
Sure.
What's my
What are you looking for?
I mean, you're not gonna find this in the book. I have a pretty specific intent here.
Let's go with obs too.
Cool. This is pretty dang hard, but it's not impossible.
Yeah.
I'm rolling that 6.
Come on.
Hey.
All right.
This is a cool roll for Ned to have achieved. I like this.
Yeah, I like it too.
So how do you tell? Like, I have this image of Ned like tasting his wine and being like, this wine tastes a little bit fruity.
Okay, no, I have an idea. So I think my idea was like basically having relating it back to the barrels. So basically Ned's like sipping this whiskey. He's like thinking to himself. He's like kind of doing this while they're talking about this letter. He's sipping the whiskey. He's rubbing his eyes, thinking. And he realizes that for some reason it tastes a little wrong. Right? Like he used good oak for those barrels. He wanted that nice oaky flavor. So he made sure he used, that these the old red oak that grows in the Harvest Valley forests. And for some reason, something just tastes a little bit off. It doesn't taste like red oak. It tastes a little bit more like the what was the trees? Wasn't there like some tree that grew on Winter's Isle that I identified?
Oh yeah, I remember what those were though.
I didn't write it down.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure none of us did.
But sure.
He tastes it and he's like, and he's smelling it. He's like really like doing the whole thing, and he realizes that just the taste, the smell, the feel of what he's drinking, it's not red oak. Somehow the wood tastes like he made the barrels and made, did one panel of oak and then one panel of Winter's pine or whatever. I'm just making it up. And I don't think he says anything. I think he just kind of like sits back and like looks at the glass, like swishes it around, like drinks a little bit more, just kind of looks at it skeptically.
I definitely think while this is going on, we've got in the background with Donna and Ashlyn leaned over the table writing this letter, and they're probably like Ned is totally somber, and like they're probably like giggling as they're writing this letter and laughing and like doing that thing where you kind of like lean against each other in jest,
Mm-hmm.
So there's definitely all of that going on.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, so Ned figures it out. Now he has magic barrels. So however he decides to use that. So let's fast forward. So Donna, you're waiting and you hear a knock on your door. Obviously it's your friends come back.
I'm going to open the door and inevitably knock something around and put it back into place and say,
"Oh,
hi."
It's not your friends. Or is it? It's Matilda. She is wearing, like you thought before that she was wearing rags, but now you see it's just her dress, but it's dirty and filthy, like she's been in the woods for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And she says, "Hello, Donna."
Matilda, you look like you could use a bath.
You want to step outside for a moment?
Sure.
You step outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like the eyes of wolves in the distance gleaming in the dark.
Oh. Look. And point at the little eye reflections I see.
Those are my brothers. My sisters. Donna, can you give your friends a message for me?
Sure.
I know Ashlyn refused our master's bargain, but we think we could help.
I love this because you have no idea what they're referring
to. Yeah, how much do I know about?
You don't know anything. You left way before this.
Yeah.
And besides, it was all internal in Ashland.
Mm-hmm. But I do know that there's some weird night curse thing with Ashland generally, right?
I don't think you know that she has the night curse. Because Donna cured it in Esteban, right?
Yeah.
But I don't think she discovered it in Ashland.
Yeah.
I think I know that you have a weird eye thing because you've used it to light up darkness that we've been in together so many times. Do they look the same? Can I make that connection?
I mean, she's not doing the eye thing right now.
Sure.
I don't think you've ever seen. This is the first time where Matilda's openly come out saying that she's with the wolf now.
Yeah.
So there was no real obvious evidence before. You could have suspected it, but you wouldn't have had anything to go on. Mm-hmm. So you wouldn't be able to, add them together.
I think Donna. I know what Donna says now. Donna says, "Come inside, Matilda."
Houses aren't really that kind of thing anymore.
All the more reason for you to. And she starts like.
She's gonna slip out of your hand and back away into the darkness. Unless you want to make a roll.
I think Donna frowns really hard at this and she says, Matilda, I'll see if I see you tomorrow at lunch or if you have some different life plans now. And I think Donna goes back into her office and closes the door and locks it.
All right.
But there's like tenuous lunch plans too. She's a food vendor.
Yeah. All right.
Makes good kebabs.
I think that's that scene. Do you guys want to keep going tonight?
Yeah, let's at least track down Pappy Rollins.
Okay.
Sure.
And then maybe we can do like the confrontation.
Yeah.
Next time we can do beliefs there. Does that sound about right?
That sounds good to me.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys all meet up, I guess, at Donna's.
Yeah, and I think we explain
hospital
about what's going on. And Donna, were you on? You weren't there. It was Esteban who was there for that fight, right? With Pappy Rollins before.
No, I think that was Donna's first episode. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Why did
were you on? Were you on Team Kill Pappy, or were you on Team? He's just an old man.
I was on Team. He's just an old man, I believe.
Why did we find? I thought we found him about the fairies.
We found him about Ash. We were trying to get information about.
I don't think
the
so.
Mirror,
Ned never cared about Ash. That was always the point. I was very careful to never write beliefs about Ash.
Right, but I think we dragged you along anyway.
No, because I had a belief about Pappy Rollins. I believed him into being.
I definitely know Donna was there because Donna had the visions from Ashlyn doing some faith roll to.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Okay.
it doesn't matter.
Yep.
I remember the thing was we needed to get information out of him or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
mainly Donna's like.
He knew about something, and I can't remember what.
Yeah. Mainly Donna's like, let's not do bad things to an old man because that would be doing bad things to a person who is a member of Harvest Valley, who is probably one of my patients or has been in the past.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that whole thing. But that's pretty much the only reason why. I don't think it would be hard to sway her to the other side if you have the evidence that you have.
Yeah, I don't remember what he said at the end, which is weird. I remember everything else.
I remember we had to we couldn't get to him directly. We had to get the thing from him in a vision.
Yeah, that's why I wanted. No, we had to. Couldn't get him directly. That's why I wanted to burn his house down.
Yeah,
but they wouldn't let me.
Yeah.
It was really important to Ned because he gave up his bow, and
Jinx
let you do that to him. So obviously Jinx is conveniently back home.
Of course.
I forgot. Pappy Rollins always moves around, and Jinx is the only one who knows how to find him. Why did I make all of my characters like NPC friends just the freaking worst? Like I literally did this entirely to myself.
You sure did.
So good.
Jinx.
Jinx comes over. I think he has a shiny new hat. I think your grandpappy likes to sew clothes for Jinx.
Who'd you steal that hat from? Where's the old man?
Like it's a gift.
Where's the old man?
Like he has some chewing tobacco.
Of course it does.
Or is it chewing opium?
It's definitely chewing opium. Because that's 100% a thing now.
Ned is going to play him in rock, paper, scissors for it. So he's gonna. Ned's gonna go like this and go.
What would Jinx be getting? Like, you've obviously done this before. Jinx would know what he's gonna get.
Well, I'm playing Jinx rock, paper, scissors for it because Jinx likes games.
And
Ned doesn't want to give him anything again because he already gave him his bow.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's the kind of thing you would declare with a wise. Let me look at yours.
Sure, I'll make a wise check for Jinx.
Paper, scissors, wise.
I feel like this is Ob's one. Because knowing that Jinx likes games.
I'm going to have magic. Oh, no. I have game wise.
Oh?
I have game wise.
Isn't that supposed to be like...
Oh, yeah. Wait, no. That's like prey. That's like for hunting.
That's a different type of game.
Yeah, no, that's different. That's different. No, let me do... Okay. I have family secrets wise.
Yeah, you can use that.
And Jinx knows that Jinx is a magic monkey, right? That's why he can like do all the stuff he does. He's like a Harvest Valley monkey. They're very rare. They hide in the forest.
I wasn't aware he was magical. I thought he was just in a game.
I don't know. We'll just make him a wise for him. Jinx wise.
Okay.
And he likes playing.
Well, don't you have a trait about?
I have a call on for circles, which is the Rollins family.
All right. I guess you can't really use that for Jinx. All right.
I already have Jinx.
Yeah.
All right. I'm just gonna roll up Jinx wise.
Okay.
All right.
It's true. If you win Jinx and paper, scissors, rock, it will take you to Old Man's Rollins. Now, do you want to actually play paper, scissors, rock?
You want to play?
Well, Jinx always cheats, so that's the thing. Is it's not really a game of rock paper scissors, right? It's a game of cheating. But it, Jinx is a clever little bastard. So it's all about who catches who.
Okay. So, is this an opposed perception test?
Sure. Sounds cool.
Okay.
Actually, I think it's like a take your pick thing, right? I think it would be like he could use agility or perception, whichever is better, and same thing for Ned. Or actually, no. You know what it'd be? It would be sleight of hand, probably.
Yeah, I guess you would have sleight of hand, considering what he's done before.
So yeah, maybe it's his sleight of hand versus my observation.
Sure, that seems fair.
Cool. I don't have observation.
All right.
I'm learning it though.
Good.
He obviously has sleight of hand because of stealing shit all the time. All right, I'll say he has 4 dice in it.
Monkey. All right. Observation.
Okay, hold on a second.
4 successes.
Well, wouldn't that be 2 because it's doubled?
Well, we'll just there's some argument in the community whether it's proper to double the person's success, the person who's rolling the like it's a double or halving argument, but he wins either way.
Yeah.
He wins. Yeah. So Jinx beats me.
All right. So Jinx sees you cheating. And then he runs away. But you look out the window and you see him running through the farm field with your new bow.
Oh my goodness. That thing is so expensive. Yeah, so we'll chase after him. Maybe that's a good place to end, honestly. Us chasing after the monkey holding the bow.
Sounds good to me.
Yep. All right.
Harvest Valley, a game about farming.
It's entirely about farming. Let's do some Martha.
Did nothing but farming.
Yeah.
So I believed that Dr. Donna has been a big help for the horses, and so I have repaid her kindness by helping her with this letter. So I think that's persona right there.
Sure.
Okay. Ned wants to clear the dungeon in the Marble Dunes. We did not. I did tag along, but we didn't clear it. I think that my intent here really was to help clear it. I figured that we would be able to do that, but we weren't. So we're continuing along with that. It's not resolved.
Let's look at Ned's belief.
Sure.
So Ned's belief was... Oh, he didn't have a... Oh, here we go. He will take care of the dungeon so that no one is hurt.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I guess you're not done with that, right? So I guess Ashland's not done with it either.
So that's fate there. Okay. My project for the festival, we didn't even touch on that at all. Let's see.
Just too bad because I had festival plans for next session.
Good news is
We'll have to get on that next time.
Yeah.
Two things are confrontation and presentation. And we get 1 point for each.
Well, if your meeting with Grandpa Rounds goes really badly,
I mean, that'll be a way to end the show.
It will be. We tried to defeat the end boss of Harvest Valley.
The bonus boss, not even the end boss.
Yeah.
Either way, I don't think that any of I want to say that my always pick wildflowers or berries instinct was related to picking up those triniums.
Yeah.
And those aren't good for you.
No.
You should not have them.
I definitely have them. And I think also being overly empathetic, like saying, yes, we're going to go defeat Grandpa Rollins. I think that's definitely getting me into trouble.
Yeah, that's definitely getting you into trouble.
Okay, so I'm up to 3 fate there. I don't think any of my other traits really came up. So I'm going to say 3 fate, 1 persona. All right. Everybody else do yours.
Alrighty. I did I teach Ashlyn more about... I meant to have a moment in the desert and I totally forgot to.
Do you want to flash back to that moment that
yes, we can flash
100%
back
happened?
Yeah.
No, I don't think it feels right after not clearing the dungeon.
Okay.
Because the whole idea was that it's going to be after clearing the dungeon.
Okay.
But do you think that Ashlyn learned more about her faith because Ned brought her into the dungeon? Because I think that there's an argument there.
I think so too, because it wound up with Donna getting her hand chopped off and Ashlyn altruistically using her faith to kind of boost that, and even in the face of knowing that Donna was a skeptic. So
yeah, because a big part of like what Ned's whole thing is that like basically Ashlyn thinks about her faith too like transactionally was like kind of a big part of his point. It's like it's not about like going to the market in town in the city to trade for goats and pigs and to trade for the benefits of the harvest. It's about going and tilling the soil and planting the crops and making the harvest. Cool. Fate for that. Fate for the dungeon. I'm going to take Persona for finding inspiration for my craft for the festival because I think that's what happened with the barrels. He's going to do something with the barrels.
Sure.
For what he's going to do because, I have an idea. And then I think Persona for Dr. Donna. I think I got her to believe, I think.
Yeah, I completely agree.
Cool. All right, 2 fate, 2 persona, because I don't think... Oh, actually, Rollins' family curse definitely hurt me at the end there.
Oh, yeah.
That was some Rollins' family BS for sure. And then I think I got humor for the whole man, bear, snake.
Yeah, that went on for
That was pretty good.
That was good. That was good.
I think in character humor for that.
I agree.
That's what I got.
Too good.
Awesome.
All right.
I think once again I get fate for my belief about writing a letter to my sister.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to give her
not done?
that next session. Nope, it is not done because the letter's not done. It's not sent. So either I will complete that next session with the events,
or we all die.
Yeah. And I couldn't take care of you. We'll see. We'll see how that goes.
Mm-hmm.
Because Burning Wheel's weird like that.
Yeah.
On the other hand, Persona for Ned's Concoctions piqued my interest. And I definitely did a lot of things where alcohol was involved. And yeah, I think that's as far as that belief can go.
Mm-hmm.
And definitely fate for getting in trouble with my instinct about always starting the day with 3 eggs, 2 pieces of buttered toast, and a cup of coffee at the Weathercroft Diner. Because you might think to yourself, but Adam, we didn't go to the diner this session. That didn't cause any time schedule issues for you. But I'm like, no, that's the reason she got her hand chopped off, because
it tasted like butter. Mm-hmm.
Yep,
I followed that logic.
Oh, okay. Sure.
I followed that logic.
There you go. And I think her being observant of rituals with her tying the red ribbon on at the end made the story interesting. So I think fate for that as well. And I think that's it. So like 3 fate, 1 persona.
All right. All right.
That's me.
Cool. All right,
Good guys.
Thank you all for playing. Let's quickly go through who y'all are and where people can find you. Adam.
Hi, I'm Adam / Dark Lavender Void. I have a lot of interesting things coming up soon related to my game Mortally Bankrupt, which is a game where it's spooky and funny and very, very stylish and aesthetic. And you're on a reality TV show watched by Eldritch Horrors, and I just made a lot of rules changes in this next version which solidify how all of that weirdness works, and it grosses me out. And I hope it grosses you out too.
I have a question.
Yes.
Is there a competing TV show for the Eldritch Horrors?
You mean like the Eldritch Horrors have to make their own TV show?
I mean, like, we know that they watch people build houses. Is there a competitor?
Yep.
What's the competitor TV show to their watching everyone be horrible to each other TV show?
Just watching other people be horrible to each other, I'm sure.
It's just branding.
Yeah.
There's 2 sides of the same coin.
Just branding.
Now I'm imagining playing a group where you're competing against a rival TV show.
I mean, that's a thing. That's actually a thing, like in the chat game. But whatever, that's my game. Yep.
I'm excited. I'm
excited too.
Awesome. Sam, who are you? Where can people find you?
I'm Sam, twitch.tv/WizardFool, Twitter @TheWizardFool. Follow me on this stuff, and I tweet out when I'm playing games, and yeah, do the thing. It's good.
Good. All right, Golden, how about you?
You can find me on twitch.tv/GoldenWH. And now we're playing Stars Without Number. Waiting for you guys to do the thing. Didn't happen.
No.
Otherwise,
get that once per stream.
Otherwise, that's pretty much it. Secret announcement coming up.
Ooh.
Or maybe not secret. Maybe already knows. I can never tell. That's it.
Great. I'm Kilsa. This is my channel. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to do all the liking and subscribing things depending on where you're watching it at as appropriate. You can find me on Twitch or YouTube /KelsaDelphi, or on Twitter it's just @Kelsa. I also tweet when I'm going live in addition to Harvest Valley. I'm also on AP Gaming Reels show Can Cole, which is about anime ship girls. And it's kind of weird and kind of dark, but also bright and anime. So check that out if any of those descriptors made you go, what? To find out more. Thanks again for coming on out. I'm going to kick it over to our splash screen along with some great music by Drummer Boy. If you are not familiar with Drummer Boy, you should check him out. I've got a link in the description below if you're watching on YouTube, because I always want to make sure that people know who my artists are. So, all right. Well, thanks again, and have a good night, everybody.